How do you explain what happened yesterday?
Well, the game certainly never went the way I expected it to. I thought we were, I thought we were going to have an outstanding game. I mean, every indication I had, our guys were chomping at the bit, ready to go. We were prepared. It wasn't like they did anything we didn't expect them to do, but they just out-executed us. There's no doubt about that, and they beat us in all three phases, and that's something certainly I never anticipated.
I don't know if you read the quotes, but Sheldon Richardson was very, very upset after the game. I mean, he almost looked like he was going to cry. He said, I can't do, and he was very, very much defending you. When you see a guy that's that good feel like that about a loss, do you wonder why everybody doesn't feel like that? I don't know. Does everybody feel like that?
I think you'd be surprised how many people feel that way. We have a whole locker room that way. And I think that's the thing that hurts the most. The effort that guys give, and the fact that they care. It's just we're coming up short, and I think that's the thing that pains everybody the way it does. And you mentioned Sheldon Richardson. I think that's just one example of that.
So is it the players not executing? Are they not coached properly? Because you've said many times on the air you believe this team has enough talent. But 11 games, losing 9 of them, there have been 4 games in which your team was not competitive as far as the final score was concerned. So is it coaching or is it talent?
Well, I mean, I'm the guy that's responsible for what happens on the field. So it starts and ends with me. So. Clearly it hasn't been, anywhere close to what we thought it would be, and that's where it is. I know that we have plenty of talent on this football team, and so I have to. It's my responsibility, and it's something that I'm not proud of our record, but I know the effort that I'm given. The kind of it's just it's frustrating, and but yeah, it's on my shoulders.
I'll tell you what, Rex, and this is a difficult question to ask, but I mean, in the conference call, you said we have a lot of talent on this team. We have enough talent to win. You've always said that they don't quit. They practice hard. I think you're a good coach. Don thinks you're a good coach. People in football think you're a good coach. But if you have the talent, they're practicing hard. You're almost pointing a finger at yourself that you're a bad coach, which you're not. Why do you keep doing that? I don't get it.
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm a bad coach. I know I'm a excellent coach.
Then why are they losing?
Resume will do it. Well, it's just it's. I wish I can explain it, because if I could fix it, I would have already fixed it. But I'm just, the only way that I know how to get better is to, keep, staying the course and finding a way to, whatever it is, and get better and keep working every day and try to get better. And that's what you do in this business. And I think if anybody has consistency throughout their coaching, career and throughout mine, I've been able to find ways of getting better. And I think that's what I have to do. I'll lean on my experiences and everything else, but I'm not questioning my coaching ability. I can tell you that much.
And
I know
shouldn't.
I'm a great coach. I know, but it's the results are saying something else. I recognize that, but again, I'll roll the sleeves up and go at it again.
But I guess what I'm asking you, Rex, is, and I guess a coach can't say this, but maybe the talent's not there, because you are a good coach, and they've lost 9 games, and they got embarrassed by the Bills yesterday. It's not on you. Maybe the players just can't do it.
No, but I don't think, I think, there's an old saying, with, a loser points fingers, and I'm not a loser. My record may say that we haven't been successful. I get that, but I'm not a loser, and I'll never point blame on anybody other than take responsibility myself, and that's the way it's always been. That's the way I'll always be.
Rex, watching the post-game interview and hearing you with us, is this killing you? I mean, you never expected this. How are you dealing with this?
No, it's probably the hardest thing I've gone through as a coach. There's no doubt. It just, the losing just keeps piling on and on and on. But, you're like, yeah, I can't take, I can't take much more. But you know what? Yeah, you can. You take it. You don't like it, but that's the way it is. And I've had plenty of good times in my coaching career, and without question, I'd say this about the low point.
Rex, I know it's all about the team. You've said that over and over. But has anybody in management, Woody Johnson, has anybody broached your future with you? No.
And again, we said all along, I mean, everybody gets evaluated at the end of the year. That's just the way it is. With our organization, certainly that's the way it is. But, guys, and I know why the thing's out there and all that, but, the focus and everything else is on this next game. And that's where my focus is and all that. I don't need to, talk to anybody. That's where it is. And that's where our players' focus has to be. They can't be worried about next year or next whatever. We got to worry about the next game, and that's where our attention's going to be.
What's interesting to me, Rex, and I'm not sure you'll even have an answer for it. You mentioned your resume, and there are a lot of great things on that resume. But what's happened in sports and in football, for sure, is that it's a win now league. It's what have you done for me lately league. Is your worry at the end of the season that when you talk about the back-to-back championship games and what you're able to do in Baltimore, that the resume is going to be obscured by those 4 straight years of missing the playoffs? Is that worry that becomes more relevant than the resume itself?
Well, I'm not worried about those things, but that is a fact. I mean, that's a fact. 4 straight years not going to the playoffs. That is a fact, and it's not something that that I'm happy's on the resume, if you will. But again, that's I'm just trying to find a way to beat Miami, and that honestly is it. But I know where you're coming from. That those 4 years are not something record-wise that I'm proud of.
One final thing, Rex, before we let you go. If you were Woody Johnson, would you bring Rex Ryan back to coach next year?
Yeah, see, you guys, I'm not even going to get into that. Hey, of course, I always bring myself back. The next 20 years, you can ask me that question every year, and I'd say absolutely, because I know the effort and everything else that you're going to get from me. But, again, I don't make those decisions.